What is the best cutting tool for electricians? Is it the Hackzall or a one-hand reciprocating saw? Is it a full-size reciprocating saw, the big super Sawzall? Or is it a bandsaw? If you're an electrician, you're going to be making a bunch of cuts. If you're an apprentice in the future and you're coming to check this video out, or perhaps a journeyman or wherever you're at, maybe even another trade, I'm doing this live stream to show these tools and answer questions from anyone about these kind of tools. We're going to test out cutting conduit and strut with the Hackzall or the one-hand reciprocating saw, the full-size reciprocating saw, or the super Sawzall. And this is a deep cutting bandsaw. So this thing has up to 5 inches of depth. Something that compelled me to do this whole video is I saw this little atomic 20 volt compact series bandsaw for $100 at Fasteners Inc. Guys, they're on the west coast. They have several stores. They got new stores opening up. Awesome place, not sponsored by them, but they always have good deals. I saw this on their clearance table. I had to pick it up. So if you're watching this video in the future, just jump ahead, and yeah, we're going to be going over what's the most efficient cutting tool for electricians. Is it the one-hand reciprocating saw, the full-size super Sawzall, the bandsaw, or maybe even the compact bandsaw? We're going to get to that, okay? So just jump ahead in the future if you're watching this later on. What's up, guys? Happy Saturday. How's everybody doing? We're going to go ahead and get our safety glasses. Yo, what's up, guys? If you're just tuning in, I was at Fasteners. What's up, Sonny? Okay. Hardly ever cut pipe. Yeah, so this one is the deep cut. This one's the deep cut bandsaw, and it's heavy, guys. Let's see. Yeah, it's pretty much like a 15-pound, 20-pound dumbbell almost. This thing's got size, especially when you throw a battery on it. This thing's got some weight to it. However, what compelled me to even do this cutting video? I was at Fasteners Inc. Look at that price tag, guys. Look at that price tag. $99 for the Atomic Series bandsaw. So this thing has up to 1 3/4 inches of cutting space. So you can still cut strut. You can cut, your maybe all the way up to 1.5 inch conduit. So here, Red, let me help you out. Here we go. This is for Red. 99. Yeah, I'm using my front camera, so it gets a little flipped around. PP. Well, we can use a power pack. We can use the 8 amp hour power pack. But we're going to be testing out the one-hand reciprocating saw, the full-size super Sawzall, the deep cut bandsaw, And we're gonna do an unboxing right now with the Atomic. So if anyone's watching this in the future, you can jump ahead whenever we got all the blades and stuff on. But live unboxing, 99 bucks. Wow. Wow, 99 bucks. Whenever you guys are at Home Depot too, or wherever you shop at, say if you don't have a Fasteners Inc. by your place, when you go into Home Depot, find the hardware guy and ask him, hey, where's all your tools on clearance? So what I went to this Home Depot. I was getting some stuff for someone, some like potting soil and that kind of stuff, but I walked with them and they showed me on the very top. They had like a bunch of rigid and Ryobi stuff up there, a couple Milwaukee things, couple Dewalt things up there. But I was like, oh wow, a lot of good stuff over there on sale. So don't be afraid to ask, hey, what do you got? Where's your guys' clearance stuff? They'll hook you up. Yep. Yeah, so this is called a Sawzall. This is just a Milwaukee invented it. So Sunny Days brought this up the other time. But Kleenex is to tissue as it's just a brand. So they came out with the Sawzall. So that's why Milwaukee is the only one that calls their Sawzall. But right underneath it, it says reciprocating saw. So it just reciprocates back and forth. And then this is a one-hand reciprocating saw. But it's, you know, Milwaukee calls it a hacksaw. So let's get our knife. At it again. What's up, Yukon? So, you know, they're going to give you a blade from the factory. I always keep my manuals over there. Here's the blade from the factory. I'll take a look at it, but I usually don't use blades from the factory. You know what? We'll try it out. I got a three pack right here, ready to rock and roll. Wow, very light. This is like I think it's 6.6 pounds. Small guy. This one's small, man. What's up, Ponch? What's up, everybody? Happy Saturday. All right, so how do we put the blade on? Let's get up close and personal. So this is how it looks right out of the package, brand new. Got this guy on clearance for 99 bucks. And just for a comparison, this is the deep cut. This is the deep cut right here. This is the Atomic. Look at that, guys. Almost double in size. You could feel the weight on this thing. Whew. That thing is heavy. In Palm Bay. Nice. Congratulations, man. All right, so if you're gonna put your blade on, all you gotta do is open it up right here. Just pull this guy, open it. Okay, the deep cut is not like this, but it appears they want all this enclosed, so you don't, they want all this enclosed, so you don't get any gunk or dirt, debris in there. So they got these little latches. You open that up, flops open, and then you're going to place your blade in there. So we'll use the factory one. If it starts cutting like junk, I'm going to just take it out. Most factory blades do. They're usually just cheap blades. Little tight. Let's see, maybe I need to open it up a little more. There we go. Aha, there it is. Okay, I was wondering why it was so tight. So I push mine flush up to the wheels. These wheels are going to be turning. So I get it nice and flush there. Boom. And then we're going to go ahead and close this back. That's going to give that pressure back to the blade. Boom, lock it in. We're ready to rock and roll. Looks like we got a 1 speed all the way up to a 5. It's got a locking. Oh, it looks like if you want to use it, you got to push this button. But good thing it's on one hand. So you just got to push it with your thumb and then pull the trigger. We're going to run 5 amp hour power stacks. That's speed 1. Speed 5 right there. Wow. Deep cut bandsaw right here. This thing's old, man. Sometimes I gotta smack it. I've dropped this thing off high places that I'm too ashamed to even say. Still works pretty good. So this one has 1 3/4 inches of cutting space, and the deep cut has 5 inches. This one, however long your blade is, and super Sawzall, however long your blade is. We're going to go ahead and close this up. We'll get 2 blades on these guys. Got the 6 amp hour stack lithium on the flex and the 8 amp hour forge. 8 amp hour forge, fully charged. Stack lithium, fully charged. Fully charged 5 amp hour power stack. And then another fully charged 5 amp hour power stack. All charged up and ready to go. Just in case OSHA shows up to the chat, let me get my PPE on, guys. There we go. Let's get some blades on these guys. I got a ton of blades in here. I'm just going to pick out the best blades I got. This one's pretty good. 3/16 to 9/16 cast iron, high strength alloys, and stainless steel. I might go with this guy. Still got some brand new flex blades, but it's a factory blade, so I usually like Diablo for my cutting blades. This one's pretty decent. I think the shoe is fixed on the flex, but on the Milwaukee you can move it, so that extends the life of the blade. So I really like that about Milwaukee. All right, guys, here we go. What's up, everybody? If you're just tuning in, we're checking out what's the best cutting tool for an electrician. Now, before all the trades jump off, this can be applicable to what you got going on as well. So we got some conduit right here, and we're going to be cutting this. I got just a 3-point saddle laying up in the corner, so I got no problem cutting this. This is just a scrap piece of pipe, or conduit if you want to be technical. And then, as always, we got 1 5/8" C channel or strut. I call it strut. Everyone calls it strut over here in Cali, from what I know. So let's start off with the best. I picked the best of the one-hand reciprocating saws. Well, you can think what you want, Rocco. You're probably going to end up getting kicked out, so be careful with those comments, man. So, anyhow, try to show these guys grace, you know, but people like to come in and troll. It's sad. So let's cut this 3/4 piece of pipe right here with the best one-hand reciprocating saw. With the Flex 24 volt. Let's see how it does. This thing's real quick. Let's move these batteries off. Wow, this thing's impressive. Mike, I know you like Flex, Mike. And this is why Mike likes Flex. Look how quick this thing cuts. 3/4 inch steel conduit. 3, 2, 1, go. Let's do it one more time. Here we go. One more time. This thing's quick. Now, when you use a one-hand Reciprocating saw. You guys see all that? There's a lot of metal shavings all around. See that? So you have to deburr your pipe. What do I mean by that? Electricians use this and we deburr our pipe. So let's take a look at our conduit. See all that metal on there? So you got to scrape all that off. And you can't just use your hands. You could try. Here, let me try to clean it off with my gloves. You see how there's still all that on there? So you got to use a deburring tool, which is this guy. And this goes from 1/2 inch to 3/4 to 1 inch. So after you make your cut, then you have to ream your pipe. You ream your pipe, looks pretty good. It'll be ready for your coupling or your connector. So just a quick deburr. You see how I got all that metal off? Now that's reamed out. So let's move this up. Now this is Milwaukee's biggest. Let's see how long this shoe extends. So goes out pretty far. Gives it an extra few inches. Let's pick a happy medium. There we go. That's fine. We'll go with that right there. So this thing is real heavy. This has orbital action, which is this over here, but we want a nice straight cut. I'm not going to do nothing wild. I should have a vise, so I'm going to just take this real light. That way we don't have any accidents live. But I'm going to rest it on there, and we're going to do our horizontal cut. 3/4 inch conduit, here we go. Let's do a few more, just so we can see how fast it goes. Real quick. Just as fast as the one hand. So we did a few cuts. Let's do the reveal. Look at that. Wow. We don't got to deburr much off there, huh? That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Wow. I'm actually shocked. I'm actually shocked. Pipe cutters, I use pipe cutters, like I use manual pipe cutters with my hand if I'm doing PVC, and it's like 1 inch or 3/4, you know, 1/2 inch, something small. I'll just get my where are they at? There they go. Little cheap Husky ones. They open up and then you just ratchet them down. Quick way to cut PVC. I got this when we were, you know, you hit a piece of PVC when you're doing some underground. So So let's check this out. I've been meaning to try this, and this is the perfect time. Let's see if I can find it here. Let's see. Where did I put it? Oh, thought I found it. Huh, that's interesting. There it is. So this goes on an impact. Let's try that out. Let's see how good this Dewalt one is. Just in case nobody knows, or one of you out there don't know, cut away from yourself. Whenever you're cutting, cut away. That way no accidents happen. But here we go. Oh, look at that. That's pretty fancy. Look what they got, guys. They have a little 1/4 inch bit holder. A magnetized bit holder, guys. Wow. How cool is that? So look at Dewalt. Wow. I'm shocked right now. So why would they put this on there, guys? Who could tell me? Let's see who's the first one to get it in the chat. Why would you put this? Let me see if you can see it. Let's see. Come on, where's the Sparkies at? Where's the Sparkies? Why would they put this on there? You could put any bit you want. But why would they put this bit on there? Man, you can't really see it. This square tip right here. Man, my front camera's better. I think it's because that light back there. Come on, let's see who can get it. But why that tip? Torque electrical lugs? Possibly. Do you want to use this for electrical lugs? Robertson bit? Someone's got it. Okay, what would they use that for though? What would they use this Robertson bit for? So if they're reaming pipe, so let's get real practical. So it's put away. Panels, I don't know. Do you need a reamer for panels? Luke's got it. What and what else? What else besides connectors? What else besides connectors? You're going to need a whole lot of it. Say if you're running hundreds of feet of pipe or conduit, what are you going to need? Straps? Yeah. Say if you got strut straps, yeah. Connectors, you're going into a box. What do you use to join two conduits together? Unistrut straps, yep. Ramsey. Couplings, Luke, you got it. That's a Sparky right there. EMT connectors, couplings, yep. Couplings. I'm a teacher, no. All right, Ty, keep it PG, man. No need to be upset, dude. Yeah, you guys got it, couplings. So, all right, I just took my glasses off. Let me get them back on. So the cool thing about this is, where's the cutting blades at? Let me see if I can stop it. So the cutting blades, when you push this back and you put this under pressure, look, they come out. Pretty cool. So that way when you got this on your hip with your belt clip and you're hanging up your pipe or something, you don't got to worry about it rubbing against your clothes. So this is the Klein one, and those claws are out. But this one, it's put away. So you ream your pipe, you put your coupling on, and you screw down your coupling. So let's see this. Let's put this under some pressure. There we go. Oh, you know what? I'm not going to use a hydraulic for this. It's too jumpy. So, as much as I like the DCF 870, here we go. Let's get some red out. Let's get some red over here. Fully charged, 6 amp hour forge. So let's ream this out. Damn, that's quick, guys. Look at that ream. Nice and pretty. Nice and quick and nice and pretty. That was from the shoe. That was from the Sawzall shoe in front. But man, you have this right here on your hip, cutting your pipe real quick, and then using this. All right, let's go on to the deep cut bandsaw. A connector is for entering a junction box. Yep, you're correct. Coupling is joining your conduits together, and then a connector is for entering into a junction box. Yep, or pull box. This is a big boy deep cut bandsaw. So this thing gets real. I mean, you're curling a dumbbell all day when you're using this big guy. So, do you need 5 inches? Do you need 5 inches to cut 3/4 conduit all day? Heck no. So you're gonna want something smaller. Well, let's see how it does. It's on speed 5, fully charged, 5 amp hour power stack. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. That's the difference when you guys use a bandsaw. Let's watch this again. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go. Hold on, I gotta get a little more meat. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. Let's do a few more. 3, 2, 1, go. All right. That thing's tough to hold all day, guys. I was kind of at an angle, so not the straightest cut. Not the straightest cut. As you can see, it's a little bit of an angle, but hardly anything to deburr. So let's ream it. Oh yeah, you definitely get a bicep workout. So let's ream this guy. If you guys want to pick this up, this is a Dewalt conduit reamer. Go ahead and screen here. For anybody who's an electrician and wants to get a impact rated conduit reamer, go ahead and screenshot this. Give you about 5 more seconds to screenshot this. Dewalt conduit reamer. All right. But I like it. It's pretty good. Now, an impact's going to impact. You know, you don't need to impact anything. Just you know, press the trigger. Let it ream it. Don't impact it, though, you know. Don't be pushing down on it. Yeah. All right. Now, let's go on to the brand new. Brand new to me. It's certainly not brand new in the market, but I saw this at Fasteners for $100. How could I not buy this cute little bandsaw? Look at that. Look at the size difference. Look, this is what I've been using. This is my only bandsaw. Look at that. This thing is like super heavy. All right, here we go. Wow. Let's do 3 quick cuts. Let's see how fast this is. Ready? Go. Let's do 1 nice clean cut. Not too shabby, a little bit of stuff to deburr. A little bit of stuff to deburr there. Not too shabby. What do you guys think? Does it come with extra blades? No. It only came with 1. I think it was a 14 to 18 TPI blade. So let's ream this pipe. Look at that. Woo! Nice and straight. Nice and clean. That's why we use bandsaws. That's why you guys want to use bandsaws. Because it's not doing this motion. It's not going like this. Forward, backward, forward, backward, forward, backward, forward, backward. Now this will work. You just got to make sure maybe you put this in a vise or you're holding it real steady, nice and straight, and then you cut it. I've cut a lot of pipe with the one-hand reciprocating saw. Same thing with the full-size Sawzall. You could cut it, it'll work. But it's doing this forward and back movement. With this, it's just that oval shape, it's just going to continuously go. Same thing with this deep cut. So the main point of the video was which one of these cutting tools do electricians use to cut conduit? It's going to be the bandsaw. Hands down. If you're cutting repetitiously a bunch of conduit, you're not doing a quick cut and, you know, leaving, most likely they're going to be using the bandsaw. That's going to give you your nice clean cut. You know, ideally, you want to put your thing in a vise. You want to get a level on it, make sure it's nice and level. Mark your pipe out and then cut it nice and straight. But, you know, say you're on a lift or something and you're driving and you don't have a vise or something on your lift, you could throw it up on one of the rails like that. You know, you could throw a level on there. You could throw a level on there, but if you want to get that coupling to butt on there as much as you can, you know, switch over to this side. You could throw a level on there. Get it nice and close, you know. There you go. That's level. You could do a cut like that. I usually just eyeball it. So not bad. Look how straight that is. Nice straight cut with the bandsaw. Hardly anything to deburr. Now watch what could happen when you use a reciprocating saw. Although this is the best reciprocating saw, the best one-hand reciprocating saw is the Flex. Hands down, hands down. Look at these lights. I love this thing. This thing's awesome. But because of it goes forward and back, and this blade could be jumping around. So I'm going to hold it as steady as I can. Here we go. A little bit more uneven, just a little bit. Nothing really to cry about. A little bit more to deburr, if you guys can tell. But a bandsaw is going to give you typically more of a clean cut. Still some to deburr, just a little more straight. So that's why we use a bandsaw, guys. Now, some of you may say, dude, what's the point? That's hardly anything to deburr. You say, that's hardly anything to deburr. Oh yeah? Well, what if you're cutting something like this? Strut. What if you're cutting strut? And it's 1 5/8 inches. So what if you got to cut that? 1 5/8 inches of steel. You want to use a reciprocating saw like this? Let's try it out. Let's see what happens. Give me 1 second here. I got a T30 bit. I need a T25. One second here, guys. We're gonna cut some strut right now. Hope everyone's having an awesome Saturday, or had an awesome Saturday. Maybe you're at home chilling after a long day. Okay, we got that one on. Let's get another screw and a washer. All right, that ain't going nowhere. So that's 1 5/8" strut right there. That thing's on there. So we're gonna get our safety glasses on. What's up, Kansas? What's up, Tanner? What's up, Carlos? All right, if you guys are just tuning in, we're seeing why electricians use, what's the best cutting tool for electricians? Is it the one-hand reciprocating saw? Is it the reciprocating saw? Or is it the deep cutting bandsaw? Or the atomic bandsaw? It's gonna be the bandsaw. So here we go. Let me cut off 2 inches right here. So not bad, not a bad cut. Jumped a little bit, you know, scored it up just a little. Pretty straight, darn near straight. Little off, just a little bit. So, but look at that. Look real close. Let's get this thing to focus on it. You see that on the top? Look at all that steel sitting on the top. See that? See all that steel up there that you gotta file off. And then if you look close right here as well, it kind of creates a little overhang right there of a bunch of steel you're gonna have to file off. So will it make the cut? Yeah. You're gonna have to come back with your file though and do some cleanup. You're gonna have to get all that off. So let's see. I could tell already I'm gonna have to change that factory blade that came with that Dewalt bandsaw. I could already see some of the teeth are coming off. Anything factory, anything that comes from the factory, a factory blade, or you guys know what I'm talking about. They give you the cheapest one in the warehouse. Even if they sell different kind of bandsaw blades, they give you the cheapest one. That way they can put on the box, comes with bandsaw. Anyhow, that's a rough cleanup, but see, you got to get all that off, nice and pretty. All right, let's try a bandsaw. Or let's even try a Sawzall. Here we go. We got it on horizontal cutting. So we're cutting 1 5/8 strut. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. Let's go get that piece we cut off. Here's a little bit of a... Yeah, Isaiah, I don't know. I'm an imposter. You got me. You got me, bro. Exposed. Should be a detective. So if you can see, the blade bounces all around. So that's what happens with the reciprocating saw going like this. Forward and backwards. Yeah, JP, hurts the metal. It still gave it a pretty straight cut. You got these little overhangs right here. See that? See that up top? You're gonna have to file that off. But your blade kind of jumps around. Can you make the cut? Can you make the cut? Yeah, it'll make the cut, but you're gonna have a whole lot more to file off, and especially, say if your pipes, say if you got some OCal, maybe you got some OCal or something, you know, where you got that black PVC coating around your rigid pipe. You're gonna have to be careful, or you got some nice stainless pipe, or maybe it's painted. You're gonna have to go back and touch that up. So this side is the side that's got the scored up reciprocating saw marks. I really don't want to use this blade on here, so I think I'm going to change it out. Yeah, look at that. Look how cheap factory blades are. Look at those teeth already. Look at that. These teeth are already breaking off. So when you start a bandsaw, you just start it up a little bit above, and then you just slowly push down a little bit, and you let the weight of the bandsaw do the cutting. But you start it up top. You start your bandsaw, get it all nice and straight. You know, you're gonna rest whatever you're cutting on this. Whatever you're cutting is gonna rest right here. The cool thing about this trigger is you can't press the button until you press either this side or this side to unlock it. Now, I'm okay with that. I just don't like the ones where you have to press, you know, opposing sides. They do that for safety, where it's got to be 2 hands to operate it. So here we go. So let's check that out. So this side was with the reciprocating saw. You guys can see that from the stroke marks. But let's go to the bandsaw side. Look at that. Look at the bandsaw side, guys. Little bit of overhang. But how much do we got to file? How much cleanup do we got to do on this thing? Not a lot. Let's go back to the reciprocating. So you got that blade jumping around. You got a whole lot more cleanup to do. It'll make the cut. But with the bandsaw blade, nice and pretty. You only got to file a little bit. pretty much ready to go. That was a quick file, but you guys get the point. It's not all scratched up like this. And that was with the factory blade. Let's see how good it gets with the real blade. So now we're going to change out the blade. If you haven't changed out a bandsaw blade before, maybe you don't have a bandsaw. Because if you have a bandsaw, I'm pretty sure you would know how to change it out. But let's get rid of this bandsaw blade. This looks like an afterthought though. They got this little rubber piece right here that's indented, but look, it kind of sticks out, you know? Kind of sticks out like they didn't know where to put this thing, you know? So it locks there. It's not magnetized or anything, but kind of sticks out. But they needed to put it up top so you can hang it on something, you know, your scissor lift or something, or maybe your ladder, or your cart or something. So here we go. Let's get our battery out for safety. And all you got to do with the bandsaw, doesn't matter if it's the small one or the big one, you're just going to open the lever right here. So the big bandsaw's got a nice blade on it still. We're going to get rid of this factory one. So we're going to open this up right here. Boom. It's fully open now. This bandsaw is enclosed. So we're going to open up these two latches right here. Boom. Drops down. Bandsaw blade, we're going to wiggle out. Say goodbye to the factory blade. We're going to get a real blade. And I'm not saying it's a real blade just because it's Milwaukee, but these are some good blades. It's just whenever they come with the factory blade, it's not the best. It's really not the best. So this atomic right here is equivalent to like the M12. It's the same blade size. It's the same blade size as the smallest Milwaukee M12, the subcompact. So here we go. Everything's still fully open. We're going to get our blade. The teeth got to face, obviously, down. So we're going to put this on there. I like to start with the front. I like to start with the front and get it in through these fixed metal parts right here. Get that down right there. Get one side, swing it over, boom. That's how easy it is. Literally that easy. Make sure your blade stays in there. Go back to your lever in the front. Close it. Boom. Ready to rock and roll. I got it locked in. Quick check. Yep, we're ready to rock and roll. So now we're going to close this up. Close the latches. Boom. Now we're back in business. Let's see how it does now. Let's see how it does now with the real blade. So I'm gonna get my pencil and I'm gonna mark this side because this is the side we cut already. So I'm gonna score this side all up and then we're gonna do a new cut and we're gonna see how it does on that one. Here we go. So this is here's the part number on this thing. DCS 377. This is the atomic, cuts up to 1 3/4 inch. Fully charged 5 amp hour power stack on it. Here we go. We're going to start just above. You don't want to start on it. If you start this on the surface, it rubs and that's how you start breaking teeth off. A factory blade's cheap garbage. It's probably going to break off anyway, but you start it above and you slowly bring it down. Make sure your blade's nice and straight. You just slowly drop it down, let the weight of the tool do the cutting, and you just put a little bit of pressure. That's it. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, you got to press the safety trigger. Here we go. So we scored up this side with pencil. You guys can see all the marks. Let's see how a brand new blade does. Whoo! Look at that. You could just brush off. That's why we use bandsaws. That's why any trade uses bandsaws. Just a little bit to file off right there on the tops right here. But look how clean that is. Whereas we go back to our reciprocating saw cuts, you got a whole lot more to file off. Reciprocating saw over here on my right hand, bandsaw on my left. Which one's more pretty? Let me hear it down in the comment section. What made the more pretty cut? Reciprocating saw over here on my right hand, the one I'm shaking, or the bandsaw? What do you guys think? All right, we got to hurry up. Shining Warrior. The one right in the middle. All right, Tanner. Yeah, but then you see that overhang that always ends up happening at the tip? So you can cut strut this way. Like this. Or you can cut it like this. But you can't cut it like this. I mean, you can, but it's not equal. You guys know, like in algebra, you got to keep on both sides of the equation equal, on the equal sign. So you're nice and balanced here, nice and balanced here. Whereas if you do this, you're cutting a real long flat piece, then you got this whole long side to cut through with one part of the blade, or one side. So that's going to take forever. It's easier to cut that long piece this way. But what I'm thinking is going to happen is this part here. See how those little flaps? You can barely see it because it's cut so well with the bandsaw. So let me get a reciprocating saw one. If I can find it. So this right here, see this? What that happens with the reciprocating saws? This, it's going to be a little bit less, but if we cut it like this, that downward pressure is going to push all that across this. So that's my hypothesis. Let's try it out. It may or may not happen that way, but let me get a Sharpie. I might just have to use my pencil. I don't know where my Sharpies are. Aha! There we go. So I'm going to mark this side as a previous cut, okay? So I'm going to put an X. 3 X's, there we go. Let's flip it over and let's try cutting it the other way. Nice and sturdy, it's not going in anywhere. What you're going to want to do is put your stuff in a vise anyway. So here we go, let's do a cut. We're going to start it up, just elevate it a little bit, and we're going to go down 3, 2, 1. So X marks the spot, and this is the side we just did. So we did this side. So remember I think I just keep defaulting and throwing it away. It's a piece of trash, so I keep throwing it away. Where's that one example piece of the reciprocating saw? Here we go. So the little overhangs on the top, is this it? Yeah. Did I file this one off? Anyhow. What did I do with that piece? Here, let me just cut another piece. I can't find it. Well, this is going to be a bit more pronounced, but see all that? Usually if you cut it this way, I mean in this direction, all this just ends up on these two little pieces. But if you flip it over and you cut it this way, where your channel is facing up, all that was on these just two little pieces is now all the way on the bottom. It's always going to happen, even if you go as light as you can. So it looks like someone from Russia, am I correct, with the monster sign, wants to see a grinder. Faster than both, huh? A whole lot more messy, guys. If you're sitting there doing repetitious cuts all day, say you're running a rack, and you got to cut, 24-inch piece of strut, You got to keep your strut 2 feet. Every 10 feet, you got to throw one up. You're cutting all thread. You're cutting strut. You're running conduit. You're cutting conduit. You know, you're running a bunch of conduit. You put it up. You got to cut it. Boom. You'd rather use a grinder? Like practically speaking, what if you're up on a lift and you got to keep cutting? You're going to use a grinder? I don't think so. Could you use a grinder? Yeah. But what is the most practical for electricians? Maybe I don't know if HVAC guys are using this for their lines, or if they probably use a special cutting tool. I don't know if plumbers are using this. A bandsaw. I believe they use bandsaws for when they cut their strut. But so the reason why we cut this way down is so you don't have all this overhang up top. See all that? But you could cut that way. It's still possible. You just got to file a little bit more. What happens is at the end, it always falls off. So you could probably avoid that a little bit if you just hold it real gingerly. And the grinder makes sparks, yeah. The grinder is going to make sparks. Who wants to see a grinder cut? Who wants to see a grinder cut? I'll do a grinder cut if you guys want to see it. Let me hear it in the chat. We got one from Sean. Carlos says go. Gabe says I want to see it. Grinder cut off, but be smooth with it. Yeah, I'll go smooth as I can. Brandon. Circular saw metal cutting blade. I like your style, Leighton. I like your style. Pretty wild, bro. Ouch. Ouch, Sonny. What's up, Apache? Yeah, the people want to see a grinder lives. A karate chop? No bueno. No bueno, Mr. George. All right. Let me see. I think I just got some blades today. Where did I put my brand new blades? Is the question. I think I need to go out to my truck. All right. No one in the building on a lift is using a grinder to cut conduit or strut. But for the people, we'll do it. Give me a second. If I can find him. Hey. How come every time you look, how come you always find stuff you always find stuff in the last place you look? We're going to use this Diablo cutting wheel. Now, how do you get that off? Oh, you just got to press this button right here. That locks it in. This is the 413. DCG 413. You push that button, it locks your wheel from spinning. Because look, if you don't press that button, you're going to be fighting all day. You're going to be trying to hold the blade and torque this right here. Don't kill yourself. All you got to do is press this button right here. That locks this still. Yes, I found that out the hard way. No, you got to keep the guard, bro. If not, OSHA is going to get mad. OSHA's going to get mad, bro. You know what? Last time I used my grinder, it was giving me some problems. So I'm going to use a regular 5 amp hour battery. And I'm going to flip this around. I'm going to make this easy, as easy as we can. All right, so bear with me. Can I do a quick commercial break? Can I do a commercial break? This video is sponsored by my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. Hit the subscribe button, guys. Come on. Hit the subscribe button, man. Happy Saturday, everybody. Fasteners had a sale on the 60 volt Dewalt grinder. Why didn't I get it? Because it was the DCG 418 that came out in 2020, but there was another one that came out in 2022, and that's the DCG 440, the bigger 60 volt, 7-inch. And the DCG 418 that was on sale, I think it's still on sale right now. If you guys need a grinder, you need a 4.5 inch to 6-inch grinder, go on Fastener's website. They're over here on the West Coast. They're in Oregon and California. They got one. I think they just opened up a store in Reno. So if anyone's watching from Reno, Nevada, they have for $159, they got the 60 volt bare tool grinder. So if you're looking for a grinder, that's a good deal, man. All right, nice and sturdy. Center mark. And let me put my toolbox right here. I got my toolbox right there. It's going to catch all the sparks. Well, we'll see. Maybe it'll shoot at me. Fully charged, 5 amp hour. Yeah. Who wants to see the grinder again? Who wants to see the grinder again, guys? Well, when you're cutting strut, you don't need something with 20,000 or 9,000 RPM. Look at that. Oh, don't worry, guys. I'll do it again. Look at that. So I got to be as delicate as I possibly, all 8 hours or 10 hours or 12 hours, all 8 hours, 12, 10, 8, 12, whatever you're working, you got to be as ginger and delicate as you can every time you cut a strut. So if I'm up on a scissor lift, I got to be that careful and super nice with my cuts. And then you guys want me to take the guard off? You want me to take the guard off? So that can happen? Look at that. It jumped all over the place. This is what's left on that disc, Apache. Hey, she was good for all about 3 seconds. Golly. And I think this only allots, it's a 4.5 inch disc, but it's only going to give you that much. So you're not cutting 1 5/8 like that, guys. I'm going to have to go walk on this side, cut it here, come back over here, cut this like that, and then down. You're not going to get one smooth cut. Sorry, guys. If you're a grinder guy, no, you will get. Look, let me tell you something right now. Your foreman sees you cutting strut with a grinder like that, sparks flying everywhere all over the job site in a building. They're gonna laugh at you. They're gonna laugh at you, guys. Don't do that. I'm telling you right now, they're going to laugh at you. They're going to probably kick you off the job. Come on now. Where's all the commercial inside wiremen? Where's all the commercial inside wiremen? Let them know. Do we use grinders in a building, guys? To cut strut. Are we cutting our conduit with a grinder? I just bent my pipe. I'm going to get ready to throw it up. Am I going to use a grinder? No. Your foreman's going to see like this on the lift. He's going to see sparks going all over, raining a shower on everybody. And he's going to be like, hey, let's go ahead and get your stuff. come down off the lift, and let's go ahead and pack it up and try again tomorrow. That's what they're going to say. And why? Because of that. Let me save you a headache. Don't do that. Don't use a grinder like that in there. I would use a grinder if I'm cutting rebar, you know, say if I you don't want to be raining sparks all over all day and killing yourself. What happened was, what happened to that blade? It got pinched. You guys want me to be more careful, but what happened is it got pinched. It got pinched and it broke off. Who knows where it went? Who knows where that thing went? Yeah. It was worth a shot. We tried it, guys. We tried it. I tried, guys. You can't say I didn't try. You can't say I didn't try. You want me to try one more time? You want me to try one more time? Let me hear it in the chat. I'll do it one more time. You know, I'll give everyone the benefit of the doubt, and I'll do it again. Let me start it brand new. I'll do it for you guys Saturday. Come on. Saturday, we could do it. Oh no, I used a lot of pressure on that. Did I break my bandsaw? Did I break my bandsaw? I don't know, I was pushing down. Was that raining sparks everywhere? Look how quick this is. What, 10 seconds? About 10 seconds? Not bad at all. 10 seconds. But we'll try the grinder. I'll do it for you guys. Maybe you don't know. Maybe you just don't know. It's okay. We're going to find out right now. We're going to find out right now. If I can find out where I placed the grinder at. I got so many tools out. Oh, I put it away. You know what disc you're gonna have to use? The guys that are telling me to take the guard off, you're gonna want me to use a bigger wheel. That's how people get hurt. Let me take this off. Hey, the grinder guys that want me to do it again, I know you guys hit the subscribe button and I know you guys hit the like button. Come on. I'm sacking wheels here. There we go. I'm starting to see some likes. And if you're new here, you're wondering what the heck's going on. We're testing out to see what do electricians prefer to use when they make cuts. Do they like the one-hand reciprocating saw? Do they use a Sawzall or a full-size reciprocating saw? Or do they use a bandsaw? This is a little cute small one, atomic. Cuts up to 1 3/4 inches. The big boy bandsaw cuts up to 5 inches. But some people want to see the grinder. So we're going to do the grinder. Going to be as nice and ginger as we can. You switch this handle over. Well, let's see. Let me get the best setup. We're going to give this thing the best go we can give it, okay? I don't like this angle. I want to do this angle. So I might need to extend the strut out a little bit. This angle right here is where I feel best. Maybe I could do this right here, okay? There we go. Wow, we already ate up 1 bar, dude. We already ate up 1 bar. 1 bar, dude. Now we're only down to 75%. This bar, 25%. This bar, 25%. This bar, 50%. Yeah. Read your instructions. It's not 33.3. I don't care what your foreman said. Here we go, grinders. That's all the meat we got. We only got about 1 inch. So it's not going to go straight through. Well, let's do it. I know, you can cut it so much better than me, I know. That was so fast, huh? So what do you guys think? What's faster, that or this? Heck, even the one-hand recip's faster than that. Try the atomic. What do you think was the best one? Let me hear it in the chat. Grinder? Was the grinder the best? One hand hacksaw? Reciprocating saw? Atomic? Or the deep cut? What do you guys think? We got 2 for atomic. 3 for atomic. Doug said the deep cut. Bandsaws. All right. Yeah, guys. Brandon said the apprentice down there with the chop saw. Bandsaw says Huntenberg. Yeah. Well, I appreciate your honesty there, Shining Warrior. Let's see. You said, I'll give it to the bandsaws 100%, but you're a grinder guy. Well, not anymore. You're a bandsaw guy. When it comes to cutting conduit, Shining Warrior, when it comes to cutting conduit, we're not going to, you know, have our foreman tell us to get off the job site because we're about to cut some conduit with the grinder like this. We're going to use our bandsaw. We're going to give nice, pretty cuts. Look at that. And you got a bandsaw yesterday. Look at that. This video's for you. What's that, Edward? Oh, good looking out, Edward. I appreciate it. Thank you. Do a test on plastic pipe. Do I got any PVC? I don't think I got any PVC, dude. I don't think I got any PVC. This is what I practice my baton, you know, my twirling though. Look at that. Looks like I got some. I haven't used it in a while. You see all those spider webs? What state am I from? California. Hey, you guys already know what it is. Got to represent. Let me do it right. Let me do it right. You know what? If he died on the cross for me, if he took all my sins, I got to represent. This video is brought to you by my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. Come on, let me get some amens in the chat, guys. Happy Saturday. Saturday, get to sleep in. Let's go. Jesus squad in the house. Come on, man. We can always give glory to God. Joseph, his stepdad was a carpenter. So Jesus could have very well been a carpenter as well. He's a trades guy. Yeah, man. Yeah, one of my brothers lives out in LA. He's got fires going on. He said it's still over the hill. It hasn't quite made it to him yet. So, you know, our prayers are going out for him. You know, I told him, I said, let me know, man, if you need anything, you know. So it's a sad thing going on. Thank you, man. I appreciate it, Jim. Yeah, JP, yep. The rotary drill, yep. I've had that one for a few years. Wow, that's right. You are pretty close by, Apache. Can you see? That's probably too far to see it. Unless you can see any on the mountainside or something. Man, that's horrible. If you're a grinder guy, if you're a grinder guy and you're still here, I wasn't poking fun at you, but I was just saying, can't use that, you know, in a building, sparks going everywhere and all that stuff. So, can it do the job? Yeah. If you got a 7-inch grinder, man, you probably just cut right through this thing like butter, man. But you probably want to use that outside. You know how OSHA's getting. OSHA has to keep the job site safe, and they got to make money. You know what I'm saying? So probably looking out for, you know, being a team player if you're not shooting sparks everywhere, you know. Me, as mostly a commercial inside wireman, you know, I'm doing cuts. I'm around a lot of people a lot of the time. So I do my cuts, you know, with the bandsaw. There's not a lot of sparks, but you guys wanted to see some PVC. Now, the reason why I have this PVC is whenever I'm, you know, putting a tree or something in the backyard, or I put in a, you know, that Costco pool. You guys know that Costco, I can't even remember. It's been a couple years. But I put in the 22 by 12 foot. The 22 by 12 foot. I think it's like 4 feet deep. But that Costco one, I'll just cut a little bit. I'll just do a little bit. Yeah, you know, Brandon, I worked industrial. I was working with a prevailing wage in industrial. They brought me on for the government projects because of my my certification. But so they brought me on over there. They needed certified guys over there. But I went and I helped out on the industrial side. I got respect, dude, for the industrial guys. Because most of the time you got to use electric benders. You're bending OCal. You know, that heavy duty rigid pipe with that black PVC covering all around it. And you know, you gotta be using an electric bender. You gotta be, you know, got to take the shoe off if you're working with the OCal and put the correct shoe on there. So, and then also like the motor controls. If you're going to be doing motor controls and all that kind of stuff, man, it's pretty cool. Jig? What do you mean jig? Are you talking Jigsaw? Yeah, Jigsaw. Yeah, I do. I have it in the box. You want me to open it up? Should I open the Jigsaw, guys? It's in the box. Yeah, I got one. I got one KO3D. Nice. Nice, Jim. In 2028, OSHA compliant grinder, diaper will catch the sparks. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, Leighton, I know. No, I got the best one-hand reciprocating saw with the fully charged stacked lithium, 6 amp hour. This is the best one-hand recip saw, followed by the best reciprocating saw, the Milwaukee. Here, do I need to do a little commercial right there? Here, let me get this up in here. No discrimination, okay? I gotta sweep this up a little bit. Give me a second. That's how you know I'm not a real electrician, because I sweep. Real electricians don't sweep. Just kidding. Treat others the way you want to be treated. I don't want to give anybody on a job site a reason to hate me or to hate, you know, I don't want to represent a trade and not sweep and not clean up. Then everyone's going to be like, look at that jerk. Especially when I'm representing this guy right here. The GOAT. Especially when I'm representing the one true GOAT. All right, I didn't know we were doing an unboxing for a Jigsaw, but let me just say real quick, electricians use bandsaws when they cut strut, when they cut conduit, okay? That was the point of the video. That's what we use bandsaws. Can you use the other ones? Yeah. Do other people use the other ones? Yeah. But preferably you want to use the bandsaw. All right. If you weren't a Dewalt fan, you know we got the Milwaukee here, we got the Flex here. I don't know, you may be a fan now. Cause Team Red and Team Black for Flex, are they making stuff from, what does it say at the bottom? Where's this from, guys? Where's this from? Come on, Viva la Mexico, come on. Hey, come on. They made it to the North Continent, guys. We'll give them that. They made it to the North Continent. Hopefully this comes with a blade. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I've probably only used something like this a handful of times when I'm cutting like plywood or something. When I need to cut like a circular piece of plywood. Come on, Anton. Be nice, man. Be nice. Does this come with a blade? It better come with a blade. Includes jigsaw and jigsaw blade. Okay. There it is. Yeah. I just missed it. It's right there. Now, usually I'll read the instruction manual first. It's a little tight on the jigsaw. Okay. What do you want me to cut with the jigsaw? You know what? Who reads instructions on a Saturday night? This party pooper right here. Flush cutting, wood cutting, pocket cutting. Metal cutting, And cutting thin gauge sheet metal. Nice. Probably just got to get the right blade for that. I'm just no expert with this, so give me 1 second here. All right. I can look this up on the manual, but where does this go? Do I need to put this on or what? They have a stash of copper wire or so. Manual time. Should I bust out the manual? I'm trying not to be too lame here. It's not necessary? Well, why do they have it? Oh, is it this? See, that's why I read the instructions. What is it, your guide? Well, they got to give it to you for some reason. I think I figured it out. It looks like it pops up right here. Does it do that? Is that what it's for? Am I wrong? DCS 334. Where does it go right there, Apache? Is it like that? Yeah, well, this is a factory blade. I'm pretty sure it's going to be junk. It's a wood blade, so we're only going to cut wood with this. I'll cut PVC with it. I'm not scared to cut PVC with it. All right, thanks, Apache. I did put it backwards, huh? Come on, that should prove I'm an electrician right there, dude. We'll go with the fully charged. There's a way to fix these lights. I got one battery where the lights keep messing up. And you just take out these screws and you just clear out the little bit of dirt that gets in between the contacts, and then the lights will pop back on. I think I was doing a bunch of underground with that battery. Here we go. I got 5 amp hour power stacks everywhere. Let me get a junk piece of wood. Swiss cheese. That's a scrap piece from the hammer drill video. What? How long did you have it? How long did you have it, 3D? Hey, who saw that crazy deal? Dude, who saw that crazy deal for Lowe's with the Cobalt? Did you guys see that glitch? Yesterday. I caught the glitch way too late. I was almost going to buy Cobalt. But the Cobalt, if you guys didn't see it on the Lowe's, the one-day sale, Cobalt was selling the Impact, the hammer drill, or I don't know if it was a regular drill, a 2 amp hour, a 4 amp hour, a charger, and you got 2 free tools for 150 bucks. Did anyone catch that deal that Lowe's had? I think it was like a glitch. You saw, Jim? That was insane. I was like, what the heck? I was going to drive down to Porterville, which is like, I don't know, it's probably an hour from here, something like that. Maybe it's about 45 minutes. But yeah, I almost jumped in my truck and went down there and bought it. But every time I was trying to configure something, it was saying something was sold out. So I didn't jump on it quick enough. So yeah, it's always someone. All right, dude. There's always someone that's got to come in and make it awkward. All right, that's your warning, dude. So it's wood. I'm going to put this thing on high speed. We're going to unlock it. 20 volt XR brushless Jigsaw. Speed 7, the highest speed. All right, so that locks it in. Here we go. Dude, this thing works tight. I'm going to read the instructions and deal with this plastic piece later. I'm going to take it off for now. Let's see if I can split those. Let's see if I can use this jigsaw. I'm going to start right here in the corner. YouTube doesn't like that I'm going that way. Let me see if I can at least get it here. YouTube starts crying when I turn my phone like that. So I'm going to start in this corner. I'm going to try to split this. That was pretty cool. I went through, split the middle, went around, cut it off. Nice. All right, let's see if I can write someone's name. Let's see if I can write someone's name. No, I'm just playing. Don't get your hopes up. I was just kidding. I mean, did we just get all the saws or what? Do I gotta bust out the circular saw too? All right, I think that's probably it for the saws. Unless we're going to do a cutoff wheel. What did I do with those cutoff wheels? Ha-ha! Nah, I'm gonna have to put this blade on. Sweep this up right here. What's up, man? How we doing, guys? You guys enjoy the show? Was that a good show or no? I tried, fellas. Yeah, I gotta get some. I gotta get some more circular saws. I don't think that's Dewalt's newest one. It's an older one. No, I don't. No, I wanted to get some. I was gonna buy some. I was gonna get the Flex rear handle saw, the Milwaukee rear handle saw, and the Dewalt 60 volt worm drive. And I was gonna do a showdown with them, but the Milwaukee's supposed to be coming out with a new rear handle saw. So Milwaukee guys, Milwaukee's coming out with a new rear handle saw. It's supposed to be first quarter. So we'll see. What's up, Simon? Guys, did we make it to 4,000 subs? Did we make it to 4,000 subs this stream? Are we getting close? Can anyone check that? Are we close to 4,000 subs? Come on, man. Yeah, oh no, yeah. When it comes to cutting wood, that circular saw, whew, beast. I always take all my batteries out of my stuff. Saves the battery. Also, I don't want my son coming in here. Get the seesaw out. Hold on. Hold on. I got the seesaw right here. There's the seesaw. Come on. Come on, you know that made you laugh. Hit the subscribe button, dude. Hit the subscribe button, guys. If you guys are just tuning in, we were checking out, okay, what is an electrician going to use? You know, when they're running pipe, they're cutting a strut. This strut's 1 5/8. What are they going to use? You know, can you use a one-hand hacksaw or a one-hand reciprocating saw? Milwaukee calls theirs the Hackzall. Are you going to use a heavy-duty reciprocating saw to cut it? Yeah, you could use that. But the blades go like this. So it doesn't give you that fine of a cut, and it always leaves this edge of metal at the end. Let me see if I can find a little piece. Anyways, it leaves a little bit of overhang, so you got to do more filing. So it doesn't really work the best. Can it make the cut? Yeah. So what we typically use when we're cutting conduit, when we're cutting strut, is we use a bandsaw. So this is a little tiny guy. This is an atomic one. I saw it on sale for $100 today, $99 to be exact. And I said, you know what? It's been a little while. I'll get it, I guess, you know. So I've been needing one anyways. Some of you guys ask, what's my workout regimen? I've been using this deep cut bandsaw for years, man. And triple the price for this guy. 3.5 actually times when it first came out. But yeah, I've been using this, and I saw that today. I said, you know what? I'll go ahead and snag it and make a video. So yeah, I know, dude, right? That's a good deal. These are like $199. Check on Home Depot and Lowe's right now. These are like $199. Just got blessed with a good deal, man. Somebody wanted a PVC cut. Here's your PVC cut. Oh wait, here we go. Here's your PVC cut right here. Best brand on the market, Husky. Just kidding. Works pretty good, dude. Cuts PVC. This thing works good. If you're doing underground, it's good to have that by. That way you can, replace that line you hit. If you do underground work, you hit these irrigation lines. They're like right below the soil as soon as you start digging. What's up, Colt? Like butter, says Jared. Yep. New PVC like butter, yeah. I don't know if it's old, it might crack it. If it's weathered and it's brittle, it might crack it. Man, we checked out a lot of saws today, guys. I gotta come in here tomorrow and do a cleanup. But we did an unboxing of this Atomic. It's been out for a while. Made in Mexico. Made in Mexico. So they made it to the North Continent, at least. Yeah. I like it. It's tight, man. I'm gonna enjoy using this. I used to just carry around the deep cut all day. But getting older, got to lighten up the weight a little bit. Also, another new tool we tried out today was this guy. Conduit reamer. And they got the square tip at the end, the Robertson tip. So that you can, when you're, you got this on your hip, cut your pipe with your bandsaw, boom. And then you got to come out and you got to ream it. You gotta come and you gotta ream it. Something cool. The blades don't pop out. See that? Where's the blades at? This thing needs dentures. They're hidden. As soon as you put pressure on the pipe, they start popping out. So that's pretty neat. You don't gotta sit there and worry about stabbing yourself with that. They're not gonna pop out until you put pressure. So I really like this thing. Ream it. Boom. Ready to rock and roll. Then you put your coupling on. Tighten it down. Real quick. You don't got to change out bits and all that. Very practical. Very practical. If you need to change the tip out, if you mess up the tip, that's okay. You can put a new one in. Straight up practical, super nice. I like that about Dewalt. They've been making a lot of attachments for the impacts. I can't praise everything. Some of it looks like it completely alters the impact. You know, say, you know, I'd probably use one of my older. I'd probably just use like my 887 or something, one of my older impacts, and put that whole setup, you know, for my pipe cutter, or, you know, whatever, for your copper pipes, you know, and that kind of stuff, or your drywall attachment. I'd probably put it on not my new 860. I'm not going to sacrifice my 860. I'll put it on one of my older impacts. But this is very practical. Take it off, store it away. But you're running pipe, you're running 1/2 inch pipe, you're running 3/4, you're running 1 inch. It goes all the way up. Look at that. Pretty tight, man. Pretty tight. You get this right here, you're ready to rock and roll. You got your 1 3/4 inch depth right here for this little baby atomic. You can run your strut and cut your pipe. You're ready to rock and roll. Put this plastic clip up here so I don't lose that. Who wants to see this Dewalt vacuum in action? Let's see if it can pick up all this little fine metal stuff. Man, that flicker can be a nuisance sometimes. Can't stand that flicker sometimes. right, guys. Battery's at 4%. Battery's at 4%. It's always cool hanging with you guys. Make sure it doesn't die. So, appreciate you guys watching, man. Let's always start this, giving glory to God. We checked out what tools do electricians use when they're cutting a pipe and strut and all that kind of stuff. They're using the bandsaw. They're using a bandsaw. Picked up this bad boy for $100 today. Bought this guy about 350 kitted. Came out with a couple 5 amp hours back in the day. See, we're at 4% still. I don't want this battery to die, but I hope you guys have a blessed night, man. And you guys have a good time with the family and you're hanging around good friends. But as always, man, video brought to you by Jesus Christ. Without Jesus Christ, man, I wouldn't be the man I am today, and I'm just blessed, man. Blessed with a beautiful wife and son, and the Lord blessed me with a good career, and I'm just so grateful, man. Matthew 6:33, seek first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and everything else will follow. As someone who was before I got saved, make sure this doesn't die, it's still at 4%. Before I got saved and found Jesus, man, I had nothing good going for me, guys. But once I gave my life to Jesus Christ at age 20, they tried to put me in foster homes, group homes, all that. But, I was like, man, why am I going to go in there and suffer? I'd rather go live with my friends. So I used to just run away and go live with my friends and ended up being a high school dropout. But when I got saved at age 20, got my GED, went to community college, got an AA degree, got my bachelor's, and next thing you know, I did some graduate level schoolwork, became a electrician, went through a 5-year apprenticeship, got on, now I'm starting my own business, man, and the Lord is amazing, man. Give your life to Jesus Christ. This is the second week of a new year. Dude, the Lord took away all my addictions, man. I used to party and stuff like that. I was smoking cigarettes at age 11. Dude, the Lord will take all those things away. If you seek him first in his righteousness, everything else will follow. So my screen's all dark. I can't really read the comments because my phone's at 4%. But yeah, man, I'm always going to just give Jesus Christ glory at the throughout the stream and at the end of the stream, man. So I hope you guys have a blessed, safe weekend. And yeah, man, thanks for hanging out, man. Thanks for hanging out, guys. So I'm going to go hang out with my wife. And you guys have a good weekend, okay? Stay blessed. Peace out, everybody.